Hello, boys. You are all are welcome in my class, Water Resources Engineering. This is the second lecture, and topic is source of water. My name is Dr. Pradeep Kumar Srivastava. I am starting my lecture. Dear boy, source means what you are understanding. Source means where you can get the water. Source means anything, any material where you can get. That is called source. So what is the source of water? Anybody can give the reply? Dear boy, sea is not the source. Sea is source of the generating the vapor of the water in the sunlight. But source of water, water means my idea the drinking water, not seawater. Okay. Otherwise, on the earth, 3/4 is the water available. 1/4 part we are living. So, my dear boy, what is the source? Actually, source is the ice glacier. Source is the river. Source is the tank. Source is the rainfall. These all are source. So, first we will discuss about the objective of resource. So water resources are natural resources of water that are potentially useful. 97% of the water on the earth itself water, and only 3% is fresh water. Please keep care. Is this my word? Okay. At useful 97% of water on the earth is salt water. Where is available? In the sea. That is entire salt water. And only 3% is fresh water. So slightly over 2/3 of this is the frozen and the glaciers and polar ice cap. Dear boy, what is the polar ice cap? Anybody can give me reply? Just I am showing. Suppose, my dear boy, you see the earth. So, where is the sun? Sun is here. Sun up. Earth is moving around the sun. So, sunlight is not more effective from here and here. Why? Because its light effect like this. Okay. So, dear boy, that these portions are not highly warm So these water have been converted into ice. That is called polar ice cap. Correct? And one thing, the name is the polar North Pole and South Pole. Okay? The renaming unfrozen freshwater is found mainly at the groundwater with only a small fraction present above ground or in the air. Second, natural resources of fresh water include surface water. Natural water, fresh water includes surface water. Natural water, what is which have come from the rain, and surface water which are flowing in the river. Under river flow groundwater and frozen water. Artificial source of fresh water can include treated wastewater, reclaimed water, and desalted seawater. So use of water include agriculture, industrial, household, and recreational and environmental. Water resources are under threat of water. Aggressive water pollution, water conflict, and climate change. Fresh water is renewable resources. 8. The world supply of the groundwater is steadily decreased with the depletion occurring most prominently in Asia, South America, and North America, although it is still unclear. Now, much natural renewal balances this usage and whether ecosystem are treated. The farm work of the following water resources to water users, where such a farm work exists is known as the water right. So water is vital element in the each of our lives. Not only it is essential to our health, but also we use it for numerous household tasks. Every day we use water for the cooking, bathing, cleaning, and drinking. But how often so we think about its source? Where does our water come from? How is it treated? How do we know it is safe or to drink? To answer this question, it is important to go back to the basic. There are two main sources of the water: surface water and groundwater. So, my dear boy, water is found in river, reservoir, groundwater lie under the surface of the land where it travels through and fills opening in the rock. The rock that store and that transmit groundwater are called aquifer. Groundwater must be pumped from an aquifer to the earth surface for use. consumers shall receive their water from one of two courses, a private well or a city water system. A household well pump groundwater for the household use. The source of the city water system may be either surface water or groundwater. Thereby, this is a photograph of groundwater and the surface water. So, underground water and surface water means a river, lake, and a reservoir. Correct. Source, that is the main source of our main source is the surface water. So river, lake, and reservoir. Water storage. Treated water is pumped to a storage tank. A storage tank are often elevated. A storage tank serves two purposes. It stores the water until it is needed, and which reduce the peak demand on the turbinate facility. So elevated water tank create pressure in the water distribution system. This is the water distribution system. This is natural resources. So this is the water resources system. So we will see importance of the water. It is a very important for our human body. It is helpful for the survival of body. Now importance of water for agriculture, for ecological, for factory. Now for forming of flower, bathing, cooking, agriculture. So things are available in the water. Okay, in the case you are seeing now, what few water is the hard water and few water is the soft water. The result of hard water and soft water, you can see this picture. Gas burner position. If hard water you are washing using, then what is the position? And the soft water you are washing, then what is the position? Two type of the fresh and salty water result are showing with front of you. So now we will discuss about the water cycle also. How soft water has come. My dear boy, just at the time of starting of my lecture, I have explained the sea water, maximum of sea water in the rainy season, converted in the vapor, and it go to the sky, make the cloud, and it return after the cool season, and it return to the again. So this is called water cycle. Clear? This is evaporation and concentration and water recharge yesterday. So in this case, we will discuss what is the water quality of us. Water is one of the most important material required to sustain life and is considered as the source of human immunity. It is rarely available in natural because it has great tendency to dissolve various substances and it while following on the surface of earth. The topic of water quality focus the presence of the foreign substance in their effect on human and other aquatic life. Now, at present, more than 85% chemical are listed in US EPA drinking water standard, whereas World Health Organization listed over 100 chemical in guideline for the drinking of water. So in addition to public need, water that is soft, non-corrosive, free from the pathogens and suspended solid. Due to inferior quality of the water, millions of children every year in the time world under the age of 5 years due to water disease. Now, water quality of suitable one for a perfect, other perfect is not and good. There are three parameters of the water quality. One, physical parameter. Second, chemical parameter. And third, biological parameter. So, dear boy, all type of water, such as surface water, rain water, underground water, contain various impurities because water has great tendency to dissolve other substances while following on the surface of earth. Rain or water collect dust and gas from atmosphere. Surface water dissolve same still suspended solid organic matter, minerals and colloidal matter while flowing on surface. And now underground water mostly free from the suspended solid. Suspended solid what is? Who are moving on the top of water. So political and organic impurity, what it contains, various chemical, mineral and cause in content less impurity due to natural filtration and action of the underground of the soil. So, my dear wife, physical performance of water quality. We will discuss on that. So, what is the physical performance you want to search the water? You want to search color, taste and odor, suspended solid, turbidity, and temperature. These five away you want to quality of water. So color of water is due to presence of colloidal matter and recycling over generation. Scale of color from 0 to 7 units. So drinking water should not be more than 15 color units, and nominally mineral water available in market from have 25 color per unit. Now taste and order. So taste and order. The taste and odor of the water is due to presence of decomposed organic material, mineral and salt of the iron and magnetic vegetation, chlorine, algae, etc. And color is the measured in their whole order number. So pure drinking water is always tasteless and odorless and also colorless. Suspended solid in the water may be in the form of clay, salt, sand, and silica, in calcium, gabrium, on the may are to be formed of the organic matter, soil, peat, and grasses. The excess may easily be removed by the sedimentation and filtration. Now, my dear boy, turbidity. Turbidity is caused by the excess fine unsaturated particles, still sand, clay, and algae. So, turbid water does not allow the passage of the light which to either scattered or absorbed dependent upon the size and surface. So, characteristic of the portion, and it also cause undescribed taste and poor water and affect the purpose of photos. There is for the algal growth or to top a pond. So completely treated water has turbidity of the less than 1 turbidity unit. Now clear take water, that is clear take water has 25 TU, where has muddy water as 100 TU. So turbidity is the measured by the Jacobabad and turbidity matter. A graduated rod, it's immersed in the surface water to erosion and erosion attributability level. So therefore, this is the turbidity measurement. Now we will discuss about the temperature. Can you drink regularly hot water? Thereby, in the drinking water, the temperature is required for the drinking of water. So, solubility, viscosity, probability, and chemical reaction are influenced by temperature. More quality of the chemical get dissolved at higher temperature. But gases you are released. Water should not have higher temperature because due to the due to the heat, it will be converted on the vapor. Now, many organic, inorganic element meet the water quality. In the drinking water, these chemicals affect public health, whereas in the surface water is effect to the adequate. The most important chemical are additive, alkali, and pH. So hardness, total dissolved solid, toxic chemicals, dissolved oxygen, and fluoride, and catalyst. This is the person in the absence of living organism in the water can be one of the most useful, one of the most, the person in the absence of the living organism in the water can be one of the most useful indicator of the quality of water. So the variety of the spice, the variety of fishes present in the lake by a sign unplotted take. So microorganism, bacteria, algae, and protocol and virus. So water requirement of any town of the city is determined by following two factors. First, consumption per head per day, per capita demand, and pollution per capita demand. This is so being a full power is the population of the city of town. Now village and Q is the total water requirement in a year, then per capita demand is calculated by the following formula. So what is the per capita demand? So this is the formula Q upon P into 365 liter to gallon per day. Therefore, what is the per capita means? This is the keyword per capita. Anywhere, every person, how much consuming water per day? An average of 1 year. That is called per capita demand. Now, various type of water demand: domestic water demand, industrial water demand, public water demand, fire water demand, and water classes of water. A few important water board destined to know about salmonella, rotavirus, polio, hepatitis A, and so many sickness. This is the water-borne disease. From which type water, what disease will be generated? If lead is available high quantity in the water, so infant and children delay in the physical or mental development. Now, trust me. So high risk of getting corner. Now, high risk of getting cancer, skin damage, or circulatory system problem. Now, fluoride. So bone region spawn in the tendency of bone and motet of the children, or microbiological means bacterial infection or vehicle infection or pathogen infection. So this infection is bacterial. This is the typical and cholera bacteritis. This is the four name has the kid to prepare a bone. Following are the points important in any water supply scheme. First, financial aspect, population, quality of water, rate of consumption, sanitary survey of the area, source of water supply, topography of the area, and trend of Oriental development. Up a water supply system begin at the water source water, it transported a treatment facility where the water is treated, ensure the supply is safe. So once treated, the water transported to the storage facility where WT and stored for future channels. Now the term population is used to indicate now the present population is evaluated by the referring to the statistic of the census second. The water supply project is not designed only for the present population, but it is made to accommodate the future population. Okay? The growth of population may be sharp, slow for even stationary, depending upon the factors contributing to the industrial trade exploration. exploration. It's the future, the future of which various services, unit of water, supply of sanitary engineering, or this degree is known as the priority of design. So the period of design may varies from 20 to 40 years of the even up to 50 years. Now this is the period of design of important component of the water supply project. So this is the component and here period of design in year. So clear water service reservoir 15 year. Conveying app for law water and clear water that is 30, and dustbin system 30. So electrical mean and pump 15. Cultivation work and storage reservoir 50 and water treatment unit are 15 only. Now this is sorry the method is assumpted that percentage increase the population from decade to decade they remain constant. From the level of census record, this percentage is fixed and then population of such future successive decade is worked out. So this fixation of percentage in case of developing cities should be done carefully. Otherwise, this this method is likely to be give high result. And this method give better result for old cities which are not ignoring. Now our internal increase method. This method combines above two methods. The population of each successive future to these values incremental average per decade, and it is a combined the advantage of both the above. Average per decade is standard and it is combined to advantage of both above method of the years to give satisfactory result. Now, my dear boy, we will see what is the water demand. In this case, water is needed for drinking, bathing, washing, and still are the cleaning of houses and of peers such as the domestical demand to be taken as 50% of the total water requirement. So now industrial of the commercial water demand means industrial or commercial water demand. The type of industry or the city where it is loaded, the percentage of water required from 20 to 25% of total water requirement. Now, public water demand. In this case, water is needed to college, school, hostel, and public guardians. So public point, large hospital, city, community, halls, jails, etc. The percentage of the water requirement or the purpose to be taken at 10% of the total water requirement. My dear boy, what is the fire water demand? First, you should know what is the fire water demand. Suppose we are living in a society and just any day, any house are looking for. So how that burn case will be solved by water? So fire water demand. Now Q is equal to 3182 under P. and Q is equal to total water quality meter 1000 total water liter upon liter 1000 and of free can be formula. So Q is equal to 1136. So 1136 P oblique 5 plus 110. The National Board of the Fire formula 4637 under root P to 1 minus 0.011 under root P. The total per capita average demand in Pakistan about 2,200 to 300 and USA 500 to 700 liter per capita. In any country, water available demand usage in the factor like one thing. Actually, in the hot area, there is a water demand is high. In the cool area, water demand is very less. So this is the position. For example, water consumption is more in morning time and evening time at the various hourly daily. So water demand more on the Sunday due to the leave while planning and water supplying scheme. We have to calculate the energy. Water demand more on the Sunday due to leave while planning any water supply scheme. We have to calculate the average per capita demand and depending on that total. So water demand more one Sunday due to leave while planning any water supply scheme. We have to calculate the average per capita demand. So depending in the total water of the water, independent coming and reading of the that reading. Now we will discuss about the screening, plain sedimentation, and regulation, flocculation, filtration, and erection and differentiation. This is the stage in the water treatment. And now we will study the stage in water treatment. So plain sedimentation. How will do the plain sedimentation? The process of retaining water in the large basin so that the suspended particle may tile down due to action of gravity is called plain sedimentation. Now sedimentation with the sedimentation with the congratulation. The process of the addition certain chemical in the water to the proof of the practice and colloidal. Now oscillation. The process of the percolation process find and In focalization process, find an ideal practice are the caught by rock and the size of the fog will going to the increase and then sitting down by the catching more impurities. Thereby, this is the water filter map when water is stored in the reservoir and reaching up to you. So how we process water passing. This is the shown in this. So water treatment of the Jacobabad city and this is the simulation. Just your chapter has been finished. So I will ask some MCQ with you. Hereby, a multiple reservoir is the one which. So what is the correct answer? The answer is the B. Planned and constructed to the serve various purpose. And next question, repeating grown is the line. What is correct answer? Answer pointing upstream. And a rain gauge should required to be fixed. The correct answer is C. It has open space. Now a hydroelectric scheme operating under head of 80 meter valve. So what you will say? What in the shape of answer? Yes. Correct answer is C. High head scheme. A heterograph is a graphical paper. So here we will see what is the correct answer? Rainfall intensity. It is showing rainfall intensity. Now, a land known as a waterlog. So what is your reply? Capillary fluid reaches the root zone of plants. And next, 70% index of witness of fields. What is the correct answer? Answer B, rain deficiency. A current meter is used to measure the velocity of the flow of water to discharge. So no condition satisfied. What is correct answer? Answer is the A, velocity of flow of water. So a wide wall is provided. What is answer correct? At tight angle of the axis of wear. And last, a deep well. What you are saying? Answer is B, has more discharge than a shallow well. So thank you for attending my class. We will meet in tomorrow in my next class. This is the reference books. This is reference. And thank you.